Say, do you like books? I like books. I think books are really nice. Um, the thing we have to remember as being part of this generation is that, we're not creating anything new. We're discovering everything that's already come before us. That's the whole point. There is nothing but knowledge. Like, you're not changing things. You're reverting to things that have already happened before. And it's alright. It's alright. It's fine. You just have to recognize that it's happening. But on more or less visceral note, I have a favorite op shop that, I think it's my favorite. Like, I like to get good things there, and things have been going well. Did my interview, went to the op shop, and I'd seen this book before, but I'm like, so I didn't buy it then, and lo and behold, it's still in the shop. And a person I know tells me that this is worth a bit of coin. Not that it's about that or anything, but this book, it's good. It's shattering, like every book that I have in this place. Every book we have in general is just a new universe full of things that we thought we didn't know because Wikipedia didn't tell us it, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm always saying to Barry Stranger, like, stop calling them libtards. They're not fucking retarded. Like, liberals are, as intelligent as everybody is, because we're all one thing. So that reminds me, I am a conservative liberal. That's what I am. Are you going to cast me asunder because you don't like that whatever? No, I'm a conservative liberal. Like, I am. If you can have liberal conservatism, thisisms and that-isms, why not conservative liberalism? Because that's what we are. Like, that's what, that's what we all are. We're just, there's not a diaspora, there's a bunch of people who come from different strokes, and they all come together because that's what Lord God Zoron wants us to. So yes, and riffing on that, it's just a weird time. Like, I have this thing where I'm like, I'm not a stand-up comic. I'm a sit-down tragic, and it must have caught on subconsciously through the internet, because now all people who used to be comedians are just sitting down and tragedizing the whole thing. And what I can actually tell you about comedy, about Eurydice Dixon and things. I actually spent deep cover about 3 or 4 months in the comedy scene in Melbourne back in 2015, 2016, and it was fucking disgusting. Like, it was just filth. You know what I mean? Like, just absolute gutter people that I wanted nothing to do with in the long run at all. Like, they're just scum, dude, and that's fine. But that was what I was dealing with. And then this Eurydice Dixon thing comes, and it's like, this was an inside job. You know what I mean? Like, she was getting on people's coat feathers. And now comedy's dead because she died. In where I am here, You know, I mean, well, they wanted to kill it. They wanted it to die, and they wanted it to become ranting womenings, whatever your pronoun is and stuff, coming up and pretending that reality wasn't true because she didn't believe it to be so, which is actually a pretty deep argument if you can think about it. I mean, they're just saying that manifest reality is what I am, and that's who I am, and that's the reality. Who are you to tell me that it's not the truth? And in New Netherlands Broadcasting, in the New Netherlands, that's kind of how it is. So don't worry about it. Just it's all good in the New Netherlands. Did I even finish that idea? Heavens to Betsy. You know, this is well, maybe it's difficult because I'm staring at myself the whole time. That's kind of hard. Like I could, you know, when I'm rolling film on Scarface, he doesn't have any problems just running it hard out, long form, lots of bits and blobs, lots of tits and tobs. So anyway, this book, A Path Where No Man Thought. Oh, God damn it, no. Yeah. So, I can read a little bit and that'll take time. This is a tough-minded and at the same time hopeful book about what is by far the most serious threat ever identified to the global civilization and the human species. The first light of the Trinity nuclear explosion over the New Mexico desert in 1945 heralded the dawn of a new age of military power and unprecedented global insecurity. During the following decades, weapons of mass destruction were built at a breathtaking pace, each side convinced that it had more, the safer it was, until the global arsenals were glutted with tens of thousands of nuclear weapons. Now, in a time of dramatic improvement in US-Soviet relations, there is a temptation to believe that the danger is past. Even with existing and anticipated treaty reductions, though, there are still enough weapons in the world to devastate every city on Earth 25 times over. That's how it starts. So what this has kind of got me thinking, like, is what we're facing like a slow, like different to like obviously a nuclear bomb going off, but isn't it possible that we have created the same fate but just in slow motion? Because we are in the fucking nuclear age. There is no question about that. There's no doubt that, you know, your phone, my computer, that is we're talking about indestructible things, and that is what nuclear is. So maybe we need to fucking flush all of our technology into the big dumpster and send it to New Netherlands. No. Maybe you need to ship it all across to Mars. Apparently they need heaps of nuclear stuff. So maybe we just need to recycle all our... that's a really fucking amazing idea. Maybe that's true. Heaven knows. I mean, the whole cancer epidemic thing hasn't happened yet. So whenever that's gonna punch on, I don't know. I haven't looked into it, but you know, I would, you know, I don't even need to bank money because I know that that's on its way at some point. So that's a funny thing. Like, you know, in New Netherlands we're all right. I don't know about the rest of y'all. So, get checked, get a bill of health, be happy, and I'm done. 10 minutes. Boom a dum dum ba dum bum ba da bo. See you next time.